Hi everyone! Today's video is going to be my monthly haul for the month of January, which was my birthday month. My birthday was on the 18th of January, so I was able to pick up the Sephora birthday gift. And I went into Sephora strictly just to get the birthday gift. I didn't really want to pick up anything else, and that is something that is very nice about Sephora's birthday gift, is that you don't need to actually buy anything when you're picking it up. So for this year, I grabbed the Milk Makeup. There is no name for this set really, I guess. So this comes with 3 mini size products, and you are getting, well, a very, very mini one. So this is like the teensiest sample of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which I, for whatever reason, love the name of this product. I don't know what it is. Hydro Grip just like rolls off my tongue and just sounds so good. Never tried it before. Don't really care about primers, to be honest, but I just really like the name of this thing. And this is probably like, what, a 2-use packet? Anyway, that wasn't the interesting part about this set. The part that was interesting to me was that it came with a mascara and it came with a mini cream blush. So the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara has been raved about by a lot of people for, how long has this been out? Like a year, I guess? So I've been curious to try it, but as I have mentioned before, I'm not paying $30 for mascaras anymore. I just think it's completely ridiculous and unnecessary since the drugstore makes excellent mascara. However, I will pick up expensive mascaras when they're a free sample or like one of those Sephora Point perks, so I am more than happy to give this a shot, but I can tell you now that I will not be buying a full size, even if it's incredible, because I love my CoverGirl Clump Crusher and there's really no point in switching from that one. So I don't really wear cream blush all that often, but I've seen people using the Milk cream blushes and I always thought they looked really pretty. However, I think a full size of this is something like 30 or 40 bucks. It might even be more than that. And I can't spend that kind of money on a cream blush because I'd probably use it 5 times and then that would be it. So I'm happy to get a mini size of it. So this is, and this will last me forever. Like there is no hope in hell that I will ever finish this mini cream blush. So this is I guess it's for lips and cheeks. It's called Work, W-E-R-K. And it is basically like a medium rosy pink brown, I guess you would say. Looks pretty, haven't tried it yet, can't wait to. It is the exact same size as the mini of the Milk bronzer that I got, which is horrifying because I think I spent 20 bucks on that one. So, I mean, the mini sizes do end up being very expensive, but like I said, I will never run through this. So I'm happy to have that sampler packet. There were 2 other options, I think, but I can't even remember what they were. Or maybe it was just like you could choose 250 points, Sephora points, but I don't need any more points and they never have enough rewards, so I definitely didn't choose that. And then I feel like there was a skincare set that I just had no interest in. Anyway, happy to try the Milk stuff out. Okay, this next item I actually got in December, but I hadn't brought it home from the office yet, so I couldn't mention it in my December haul. This is from a coworker who gave me the cutest darn makeup bag I ever did see. I was so touched that she got this for me because we weren't really exchanging Christmas presents, or at least I wasn't aware that we were. And while I give my coworkers a lot of my makeup that I'm no longer using anymore, and they're very thankful for it, I don't really see that as a present to them because it's something that I would have given to friends and family no matter what. So when she bought this makeup bag for me, I was a little bit taken aback because she'd spent like money on it and I hadn't expected it. But it's just the sweetest, most perfect kind of gift for me, really. And she was saying that she was worried about giving me a makeup bag because she's like, well, Shell probably has a ton of them. And I do, but I don't actually have any that are so perfectly shaped, and definitely none that are in black cat format. So it's by Poppy and Peonies. It's got this cute little black cat on the front with glittery cat ears. You zip it open and it's actually pretty voluminous on the inside, and I like that it's kind of rectangular shaped because it will fit more products overall. And it's just, honestly, it took me aback at how sweet and thoughtful this present was, and I just had to mention it because it's so bloody cute. Next product is not that interesting. I don't even think I regularly mention nail files, but it was in the pile to talk about, so I'm just gonna mention it. These are the Revlon Quality Filing nail files. It comes with 10 in a packet. These are pretty good, but I don't really find that most nail files are that different. I will say though that I have tried glass nail files and I will never use those again. They, oh, just, my skin is crawling just thinking about using a glass nail file. It was like nails on a chalkboard the entire time that I was using one of those. So I just stick to the regular emery boards that you basically just throw out when you're done. These last long enough for me. I don't cut my nails. I just only ever file them down. So when I have to file them down a significant amount, I will basically run through one of these entire nail files just to like carve out my nails. But these are fine and they're not that expensive really. All right, last two items. This is a pretty small haul this month. So I have been in love with the Lush Honey I Wash the Kids scent for a very long time. It was also in a shower gel format called It's Raining Men. They were the exact same scent though, so I don't know why they had different names. I think Honey I Wash the Kids was the name of the soap and It's Raining Men was the name of the shower gel. I think they've gotten rid of the It's Raining Men name and now I think it's just called Honey I Wash the Kids. It's this sweet caramel honey scent that is just, like I want to eat it. It smells so good, I want to eat the bath products. Don't eat them. And for a while, I feel like a few years ago, they actually had some body sprays that were in that scent. I just never picked them up because they were only available online and Nemo! Because they were only online and Lush doesn't offer free shipping for any amount, which I find kind of frustrating because I hate paying for shipping. I truly hate it. But since the product was never available in stores, what the heck was I supposed to do? Anyway, I waited too long, I never ordered it online, and then it was gone. And I was like, no, I missed my opportunity. But then I was in Lush about a month ago and some girl was like, don't say anything, but we're coming out with them as a body spray in stores soon. And I really don't think that she was letting much of a secret out because I think within the next week I saw it being posted online that they were releasing body sprays in stores. And I finally got my hands on the Honey I Wash the Kids body spray. I am so excited for this. I've wanted it for so long, but again, just never wanted to pay for the online shipping. And now it's in stores. I have no idea how long it's going to be there for. They have a whole array of body sprays in stores now that they didn't used to, so that's very exciting, but I don't know if it's gonna be there for like a month, 2 months until stock runs out, or if they're gonna yank it. So if you've been wanting this scent and to buy it physically at a Lush store, go pick it up because now's your chance. I have to smell it because it makes me drool every time. Oh, I mean, there's a slight alcoholic scent to it too on this one because it's part of a body spray, but oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it's so good. Haven't worn it yet because it's been in my pile to talk about for this video, but man, I cannot wait. Also, I think it's hilarious that they come in these like Windex spray bottle things. The last item I got this month is definitely like the big ticket item, and it's by Tati Beauty. I actually picked up the, what are you even called? You have no name on the back. How ridiculous is that? So this is in a sleeve, and the palette pops out this way. It's called Volume 1, but I feel like it's called Textured Neutrals. Is that the name of it? So this is the second launch, or the first restock, I guess, of Tati Beauty's palettes. And I haven't watched Tati in a very long time. I sort of fell out of love with her content when she was becoming friends with Jeffree Star. And I just was kind of like, even though I liked her, I didn't like the friendship, which I realize is a weird thing to say about somebody you've never met. But I just kind of didn't want anything to do with that because I really do not like Jeffree Star. So I backed away from her channel, but I have always appreciated her work ethic, how she does her makeup, her description of products, and how she reviews them. Like, I have always found her to be a very hard-working woman and just a very stand-up kind of person. So I was kind of jostled a little bit by the friendship with Jeffree Star. Anyway, I have no idea what's going on in that respect. I have no idea if they are still friends. But when she launched this palette, I was very curious, and I decided to pick it up on the second go round because I didn't get it on first launch because I was still sort of thinking about it and I didn't really know if I wanted to buy it or not because, I mean, it is a heavily neutral palette. But I watched her video on the palette And I just found myself very impressed with it. And I mean, I've always been impressed by her, and I keep coming back to her work ethic, but for years she did 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday, without a pause. And I was just so impressed by that, because sometimes when YouTubers get big, they just completely disappear from YouTube. It's like they're doing every other thing in the world, but they're never posting YouTube videos, which I find very strange. So Tati has always been quite loyal to her audience, I feel like. So when she was talking about this palette, I was kind of like, okay, it's pretty, but it's also very neutral. But then she was discussing, I wonder if I can bend this back. She did say that you could. I just feel really weird doing it for the first time ever. Oh, that feels awkward, but it was hard to hold. There we go. I broke the spine. So one of the reasons that I'm so drawn towards this palette is because it's very monochromatic and it's very gradient based, which are two things that I find incredibly enticing with eyeshadow palettes. I love a good gradient scheme in a palette. It's what appeals to me the most. And monochrome, sold, totally sold. So what's fun about this is that each shade here is called one name, and then there's 4 different versions of it. So for example, Memory here has a matte formula, a sequin formula, a metallic one, and then a glitter one. So you're basically taking a black and then modulating it? Moderating it? What is the word that I'm searching for? Modifying it. There we go. You're modifying it by the texture that is represented on the side. So all of them are like that, and I thought that was genius. It's so smart to do that, because sometimes people just want to be able to take one color, throw it all over their eyes, but use different textured versions of that color. So fundamentally, this is quite a neutral palette, but some of the textures in here are so unique that they're not necessarily something that I would consider too neutral. Like this glitter row up here, yes, it is neutral, but the sparkle coming off of those shadows is unreal. And I can see in the viewfinder right now that that's really not doing it justice, but those are like pressed glitters. I haven't played with it yet, so I have no idea what they feel like, but I'm excited by this. And what's even more fun about this palette is, even though like the bulk of this is very, very neutral, you're actually getting a purple like mulberry row over here. That's great. I mean, she could have launched probably just that palette and people would have been fine, but to add in like a row of, or a column rather, of color makes me really happy. So I do like neutrals on occasion, and I am excited to play with this, particularly this glitter row up here and the purples. I just think they're absolutely stunning. And it is one of those things that when I first opened the palette and looked at the shades, I actually was in awe. Like, this is just a really nicely put together palette. It feels nice. It's got that like soft, matte, textured, slightly rubbery touch. I'm sure it'll get dirty. I don't really care, but it's luxurious feeling, and it's in cardboard. I love cardboard. I shout this from the heavens all the time. I much prefer it because it just creates more compact packaging, and there's no real wasted space in here, which is great. And the mirror is massive. Like, this is, actually, I hadn't even looked at the mirror yet. This is a darn good mirror. Like, there's no flaws in it. There's no warped edges. It's really nice. So haven't played with it yet. Very excited to. And it seems like it was a really good launch for Tati, so I'm happy for her. I haven't resubscribed to her channel because, I don't know, I watch occasionally, but it's not one of those people that I feel like I need to watch all her videos from, but I'm very excited to play with her new palette. One last thing to mention about this palette, because I am in Canada and I know people are always interested in customs and all that. Shipping was pretty cheap. I think it was $4.95, which is almost unheard of. Usually bare minimum shipping to Canada is like 10 to 15 bucks, so I thought that was a great price. They also charged customs on their website, so you knew you weren't going to be dealing with it as soon as it hit Canada, and it was only like $2.30, which is fantastic, because if you're Canadian and they charge you at the border, it's usually bare minimum $15, which is so frustrating. So I love that the shipping was cheap to Canada, and I love the fact that the customs were already included and were reasonable on their website. With conversion and all of that though, I think it came out to like, was it 79 bucks or was it 69? I think it was the higher one. So like $80, which is quite a bit. I don't really know what to say to that. Price points are always personal. I'm okay-ish with it, but it is up there in price tag. Okay, so that is it for the month of January. That is my haul, and I think one gifted item from a very sweet coworker. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.